Most people think that AI product design is only about prompts, tools, or models, but it's not. It's not the case. But the real difference between the good AI product and the bad one is that how your target audience is experiencing it. And here's UX laws helps you a lot. After understanding this, you will not design for AI features anymore. You will curate the experiences for your target audience. Before we start, take out your notebook and pen, not because this is theoretical, well, that is, but because understanding these laws will directly impact how you design your AI products. So let's get started with a first UX law, Hicks law. Hicks law says that the more choices you give users, the longer it takes time to decide. AI makes this problem worse because instead of giving options, AI generate possibilities. For example, imagine an AI writing assistant that gives 5 different tones, 4 different lengths, multiple rewrite at once. Users don't feel empowered, they feel stuck. A better AI UX would be suggest one strong default option, clearly label it as recommended, allow explorations only if the user asks. The goal is not to show intelligence. The goal is to reduce the mental model. Second, Jacob Law says users expect new systems to behave like systems they already know. With AI, users go one step further. They expect to behave like a person. For example, if a user explains something once and comes back later, they assume the AI remembers it. When it doesn't, trust drops immediately. Good AI UX handle this by showing what the system remembers, clarifying when context is lost, explaining limitation clearly. Because users don't need AI to be perfect, they need it to be predictable. Third, the normal apps loading states are helpful. In AI apps, they are critical. When AI is silent, users assume it failed. For example, if an AI takes 10 seconds to respond with no feedback, users lose confidence. A better approach will be show that the AI is processing, surface partial thinking or progress, confirm what it understood from the input. Feedback reassures the users that system is working with them. Number 4. In traditional UX, users make mistakes. In AI products, the system makes mistakes visibly. That changes how users behave. For example, if an AI auto generates an email or report and sends it instantly, users feel anxious. Good AX UX will be shows preview before actions, allow easy edits, provide undo or rollback option. So when users feel protected, they are more willing to experiment with that. Number 5. One of the biggest UX risk in AI is making users feel overridden. For example, if an AI keeps rewriting content after the user edits it, users feel powerless. Better design ensures user edits are respected, AI suggestions are optional, final decisions stay with the user. AI should assist, not dominate. That needs to be our priority. So, control creates ownership, ownership creates trust. If you are entering into this AI product design, then remember this: UX laws are not outdated, those are really much more relevant nowadays. Because nowadays, AI adds power to the system, and here comes the UX, which decides that this power will seems like a helpful and not a scary one. So let's pause here for a second. In this video, we didn't just learn about few UX laws. We learn how users act when AI get involved into it. These laws aren't just design theory. These tell us which product is good and safer to use and which one is confusing, scary, or annoying. If you are serious about becoming an AI product designer, then this is the foundation. Tools will change, models will evolve, but humans' behavior will remain same. And in the upcoming part number 2, we'll go a bit deeper. We'll cover the laws that matters after AI starts acting on its own, how to design for control and reversibility, how to reduce fear when AI takes decisions, and how to build AI system people trust, not just tolerate. And that's where most of the AI products fail today, and good designers quietly win. So keep your notebook close and nearer to your table because I will see you in the part number 2. So stay safe. I will see you there. Namaskara.